My ex's new girlfriend chats with me every single day. And get this, she actually tells me that she betrayed him. I met my boyfriend on a dating app. I'm obsessed with TikTok and especially with Midwestern cowboys. I mean, they're tall, handsome. So when I saw my boyfriend's profile, he was exactly that. Tall, good-looking, and from the Midwest. His photos totally got me. We'd been talking for a while before we finally decided to meet up. When we did, I saw he was exactly my type. Tall, handsome, and really fair-skinned. And me, I'm a little more full-figured, but I've got a pretty decent face. Honestly, when we met, I was super shy, but I instantly liked him. We had dinner, chatted for a bit, and then went our separate ways. After I went home, I wasn't feeling super confident. I thought maybe he wouldn't be into me, and that nothing would come of it. But nope, he kept texting me, and we got along even better. On a few days later, I asked him how he felt about me, if he'd like to date, and he said yes. So, yeah, I kinda made the first move. I worked, but I really liked him. I worked pretty close to where he lived, so after work, I'd visit him. And 3 other guys were renting a house together. Him, his twin brother, and 2 other friends. On it, they came to the city to find work but hadn't really landed anything good. Eventually, they applied to work at a strip club and have a butts. The city's job market was super competitive. They got fired pretty quickly. So now, they were just kind of doing nothing. And their money was running out. Every time I visited, I'd ask if they'd eaten yet, and they always say they didn't have money for food. I felt bad for my boyfriend, so I started giving him cash. And I was totally all in at this point. The first time I went over, he cooked for me, which made me feel so special. And his brother and the friends even started calling me sister-in-law, which I thought was so sweet. So, naturally, and I started bringing takeout for all of them. Felt weird to just bring food for my boyfriend. I ended up buying them taking for a month and giving them a ton of cash. But after a while, I was struggling to keep up with it. And it wasn't I work hard too, and it wasn't like I had endless money to throw around. Luckily, there's an opening for a receptionist at my job, and I thought it'd be perfect for him. It paid well and there were tips, but when I suggested it, he turned me down. He said, that kind of job requires you to be subservient, and I'm not willing to do that. I was thinking, you're literally starving, and you're being picky about a job, but I couldn't force him to take it. So I ended up taking care of them for another month. Then, out of not a one day, out of where he broke up with me. Just deleted me. I was devastated. I cried for days, couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. It took me a while to accept it. A few days later, he added me back on social media, and I was so happy I didn't even think to ask him why we broke up. We got back together, and he told me he found a night job, and they couldn't hang out, so we couldn't hang out in the evenings anymore. I believed him. Then one day, this girl DM'd me on TikTok, and asking about my relationship with him. I told her we were a couple, and she asked to talk on WhatsApp. When we did, Heesh told me she was dating him. Apparently, while he was supposed to be working the night shift, he was actually with her. She had gone through his phone while he was in the shower and found our conversations. She confronted him, and then calling him out for playing both of us. And then just like that, he deleted me again and started dating her. To make her stay, he started badmouthing me, saying he only dated me to get food from me, and that he never really cared about me. The badder his girl even went to his twin brother and asked him about you, and the brother trashed me too, saying, there's no way. She's ugly and fat, she's just gross to look at. She sent me the screenshots and I was absolutely furious. Cut it all those meals I bought. Totally wasted. I couldn't even find someone to yell at then. This girl started dating my ex's brother. Ella she told me all about how she'd done it. Apparently, she thought the brother was more attractive than my ex, so she invited him over to her place, did his laundry, cooked him food, and boom, they were together. It made my skin crawl. How to found it eventually, I found out she was from my hometown. I tried to tell her not to date my ex anymore, but she said, I'm miracled. I'm going to wait until he's totally in love with me, and then I'll dump him. She was doing it for revenge. I just stopped trying to convince her. After that, she kept sending me WhatsApp messages, talking about her life with my ex, and how he'd cook for her but complain about how gross it was. One day, I saw a video on TikTok of them being all lovey-dovey, and that's when I realized she was just trying to rub it in my face. The next day, I made a fake account and added my ex, and I told him everything she'd said about him, thinking he'd get mad and break up with her. But no, they stayed together. Why? Because rich enough to support him and his buddies. I decided to back off, stop bothering with them, and focus on work. My ex added me again, apologizing nonstop, and I'm here saying he regretted his decision and that the girl was lazy and not as nice as me. He even claimed he'd hit her, but she demanded money to break up with him, and since he was broke, he didn't dare leave her. He admitted he knew I couldn't support him anymore. He wanted her to pay his rent because his lease was almost up. Got him, I said. You're literally living off women and now you have the nerve to come crawling back. He said he loved me the most. But I wasn't buying it. I ignored him and he stayed with her. Eventually, the girl got tired of him too. She ended up working a high-end club, being the one to support all 4 of them. And that's the crazy, messed up situation.